Every person you meet teaches you something about yourself. The patient ones, the cruel ones, even the ones who leave. Sometimes it's not about what they said, but what you became after knowing them. Here are 15 psychological truths that reveal the quiet, emotional science of how we love, think, and change. 1. You don't remember events. You remember how they made you feel. When you recall a memory, your brain doesn't replay the full moment. It replays the emotion that defined it. That's why you can forget the details of a conversation, but never forget the way someone's words made your stomach tighten or your heart calm. Emotion burns deeper than logic. It's what tells the mind what's worth keeping. And sometimes, that's why it's so hard to let go of people who hurt you. They made you feel something, and your brain equates feeling with meaning. 2. The strongest people aren't the ones who never break. They're the ones who learn to rebuild themselves quietly. Emotional strength isn't loud. It's the way you get up after crying in silence. It's how you smile while still healing. The mind adapts by pretending it's fine, pretending it's moved on, until one day, it's not pretending anymore. Real resilience isn't about never falling apart. It's about choosing to stand again, even when no one's watching. 3. Sometimes you're not in love. You're just attached to the idea of not being alone. Loneliness tricks the brain into rewriting memories. You start to miss people who made you miserable, not because they were right for you, but because they filled a silence you don't know how to face yet. The truth is, love isn't proven by how much you miss someone. It's proven by how much peace you feel without them. 4. Overthinking is a form of self-protection. When your mind replays scenarios, it's not trying to torture you. It's trying to prepare you. It's saying, let me run through every outcome so you never get hurt again. But the irony is, the pain comes not from what happens, but from what your brain imagines will happen. Healing begins when you teach your mind that peace is safer than control. 5. When someone truly cares, you feel calm, not confused. Love that's real doesn't leave you overanalyzing texts or second-guessing your worth. It doesn't trigger your anxiety. It quiets it. The human nervous system recognizes safety long before logic does. That warm, settled feeling in your chest, that's not boredom. That's what genuine emotional security feels like. 6. Sometimes you keep replaying the past because your heart still doesn't believe it's over. Your brain understands time, but your emotions don't. You can move on physically, new job, new city, new people, and still find yourself haunted by the smell of someone's perfume or a song you once shared. That's because the body stores attachment longer than the mind does. You don't need to erase the past. You just need to stop expecting it to return. 7. We often love people for how they make us feel about ourselves. Falling in love isn't just about attraction, it's about identity. You fall for people who mirror the parts of yourself you've forgotten or crave to see again. When they leave, it feels like losing a piece of who you were. But that version of you was never theirs to keep. It's waiting for you to reclaim it. 8. Sometimes, I'm fine is just code for, I don't feel safe enough to be honest. People lie not to deceive, but to protect their vulnerability. If someone shuts down instead of opening up, it's usually because they've been punished before for speaking truth. Emotional safety is the rarest currency in relationships. Without it, honesty suffocates. You don't need to fix them, you just need to listen long enough for them to stop hiding. 9. Your mind creates stories to make sense of pain. When something breaks your heart, your brain demands a reason, It would rather blame you, invent closure, or romanticize chaos than face uncertainty. That's why we chase answers that won't heal us, because confusion hurts more than heartbreak. The truth is, not every ending comes with clarity. Sometimes peace means accepting that you may never understand why. 10. The way you argue reveals your childhood. If you shout, you were once unheard. If you withdraw, you were once overwhelmed. The adult version of you argues using the defenses your younger self built to survive. The moment you realize that, you stop needing to win arguments. You start trying to heal them. 11. People don't leave because they stop loving you. They leave because they can't love you and themselves at the same time. Sometimes, love isn't enough. You can care deeply for someone and still know that staying will destroy your peace. It's not betrayal, it's survival. When someone walks away, it's not always because you weren't worth staying for. It's because they were finally worth saving themselves. 12. Your silence is a form of power and healing. Not every battle deserves a response. Silence isn't weakness. It's wisdom disguised as restraint. When you stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you, your peace returns. The loudest healing often happens when you stop trying to be heard and start learning to be still. 13. You attract what you think you deserve, not what you want. The subconscious mind filters love through self-worth. If deep down you believe you're unlovable, you'll chase people who confirm it. That's why healing isn't about finding better partners. It's about becoming someone who no longer accepts half love. The energy you radiate sets the standard for the love you receive. 14. Sometimes you feel empty because you're finally safe. When you've spent years surviving chaos, peace feels foreign. You mistake calm for emptiness because your nervous system doesn't recognize stability yet. That's not depression, that's detox. Give your body time to believe that safety isn't temporary. Eventually, quiet starts to feel like freedom. 15. You don't heal by avoiding pain. You heal by facing it until it loses power. Avoidance only keeps the wound open. The moment you allow yourself to cry, shake, or grieve fully, your body begins to release the tension it's carried for years. Healing doesn't look pretty. It looks like nights you can't sleep and mornings you still try anyway. But every time you face the pain, it grows smaller and you grow freer. 16. You don't really miss them. You miss the person you were when you loved them. When someone leaves, the pain often isn't just about losing them. It's about losing the version of yourself who laughed freely, trusted easily, and still believed in forever. You're grieving a moment in time, not just a person. That's why you can move on from them but still feel haunted by the memory. Because deep down, you're missing who you were before the hurt. Healing begins when you learn to love that version of yourself again, without needing them to exist beside it. 17. Sometimes you can feel lonely even when you're loved. Being surrounded by affection doesn't guarantee connection. You can have someone's attention, their words, their touch. But if they don't see you, your soul still feels alone. True intimacy isn't physical closeness, it's emotional recognition. You stop feeling lonely when someone listens not just to your voice, but to the silence between your words. 18. We don't break when people leave. We break when we pretend it didn't hurt. Burying pain doesn't make you strong, it just delays the healing. When you bottle emotions, your body stores them as tension, fatigue, and anxiety. The human heart isn't built to carry what it refuses to feel. The only way to release pain is to let yourself fully acknowledge it, to cry, to shake, to admit, "This hurt me." That's not weakness. That's courage. 19. Sometimes the person who hurt you the most taught you the most. Painful people are often life's most effective teachers. They reveal your boundaries, your blind spots, and the depth of your resilience. You may hate them for what they did, but one day you'll realize they showed you exactly what you'll never tolerate again. Growth rarely comes from comfort. It comes from survival. 20. When you're used to being strong, it feels strange to be cared for. If you've spent your life holding everything together, love can feel unsettling. When someone finally offers you softness, your instinct is to question it. You've learned that being self-sufficient equals safety. So when someone says, "You don't have to handle it alone," your first thought is, what if they leave too? The truth is, being strong all the time isn't strength. It's exhaustion in disguise. 21. You can feel guilty for healing. It's strange, but true. When you start to feel better, part of you feels disloyal to your pain. You think, if I move on, does that mean it never mattered? But healing doesn't erase what happened. It just means you finally decided it doesn't control you anymore. Guilt fades when you realize you're allowed to outgrow your sadness. 22. People don't change for love. They change for clarity. You can love someone with your whole heart and still not be enough to make them evolve. Change only happens when pain meets awareness. It's not your love that transforms them. It's their realization that staying the same will cost them everything they care about. Love can inspire change, but it can't replace responsibility. 23. Sometimes you think about them because your soul still needs a lesson from them. If someone keeps appearing in your thoughts, it's not always a sign of destiny. Sometimes it's unfinished healing disguised as longing. The mind revisits unresolved emotions like a teacher reviewing a lesson, not to torment you, but to make sure you've learned what you needed. Once you truly understand the message, the memory stops knocking. 24. The strongest form of revenge is inner peace. There's nothing more unsettling to someone who wronged you than watching you glow without them. Peace confuses the people who expected your destruction. It's not about pretending it didn't hurt. It's about no longer giving them the power to define your emotional weather. Your silence and happiness say everything words never could. 25. You don't lose people, you lose illusions. Sometimes what breaks your heart isn't the loss itself, but the realization that the person you loved never truly existed the way you imagined. You fell in love with potential, not reality. But that doesn't mean your love was fake. It means you saw beauty where others didn't. That's not foolishness. That's empathy. Just remember, illusions fade so truth can finally breathe. 26. Some memories stay because they still have something to teach you. When a moment refuses to fade, it's not punishment, it's an invitation. That flash of nostalgia, that sudden ache, is your subconscious whispering, "Look closer." It's guiding you toward understanding, closure, or forgiveness. Memories aren't enemies, they're messengers. The goal isn't to forget, but to find peace with remembering. 27. Sometimes you're not cold. You're protecting yourself from disappointment. When you stop showing emotion, it's not that you don't care. It's that caring has cost you too much before. Emotional distance is armor built from experience. People call it cold, but it's really just someone who learned that giving warmth to the wrong hearts burns. The real miracle isn't becoming soft again. It's learning who deserves your softness. 28. You don't heal when you avoid pain. You heal when you understand it. The difference between suffering and healing is awareness. When you ask, "Why did this hurt me so deeply?" you start to uncover the pattern behind it. Pain becomes wisdom when you stop running from it. You can't change what happened, but you can change what it means to you. That's the root of emotional maturity. 29. Sometimes closure is accepting you'll never get one. You can write 1,000 unsent messages, but no explanation will undo what was done. Some people walk away without looking back, not because you didn't matter, but because they can't face the guilt of what they caused. Closure isn't something you receive. It's something you create when you decide to stop needing answers. 30. Peace doesn't mean nothing bothers you. It means nothing controls you. You'll still have bad days. You'll still remember things that ache. But peace means your emotions no longer dictate your worth. You can feel anger without becoming it, feel sadness without drowning in it. That's the ultimate freedom, not a life without pain, but a life where pain no longer defines you. You may think you understand why people act the way they do, but the truth is, the mind operates by hidden rules. Before we dive deeper, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss these life-changing psychology facts that will change how you view love, emotions, and connections. 1. When you fall in love, your brain literally becomes addicted to the feeling. Falling in love activates the same neural pathways in your brain as those triggered by addiction. The release of dopamine, the feel-good chemical, makes you feel euphoric and energized, creating a craving for more of that emotional rush. This is why the early stages of love feel so exciting and why the absence of your partner can lead to withdrawal-like symptoms. The brain becomes addicted to the positive reinforcement of love, making it hard to stop thinking about your partner. 2. People who give more to others experience stronger emotional connections. When you give to others, whether it's time, support, or kindness, you strengthen your emotional bonds. Studies have shown that acts of generosity activate the brain's reward system, making you feel more connected to others. Giving without expecting anything in return fosters trust, appreciation, and a deeper emotional connection. In relationships, this mutual giving creates a sense of interdependence, where both partners feel valued and supported. 3. Love can literally lower your stress hormones. Being in a loving relationship can physically reduce stress by lowering levels of cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. When you feel emotionally safe and supported by your partner, your body responds by reducing the negative effects of stress. This is why spending quality time with someone you love can help you feel more relaxed and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Love has a calming effect on the nervous system, promoting emotional balance and well-being. 4. The way you speak to your partner can deeply impact your connection. How you communicate with your partner has a direct impact on the quality of your relationship. Couples who engage in positive, supportive communication are more likely to experience higher satisfaction. When you speak to your partner with kindness, empathy, and understanding, you reinforce feelings of love and respect. On the other hand, negative or dismissive communication can create emotional distance and lead to misunderstandings. The tone, words, and attitude you use can either strengthen or weaken the emotional connection. 5. People in long-term relationships often start to think similarly. After being together for a long period of time, couples tend to develop similar thought patterns, attitudes, and even ways of processing emotions. This is called cognitive interdependence. Shared experiences, goals, and communication styles can lead to a convergence in how each person thinks about the world. This mental synchronization fosters a deeper emotional connection. As partners, begin to understand each other's perspectives almost instinctively. It's like your brain starts to operate on the same wavelength. 6. A little bit of space can actually make you love each other more. While spending time together is crucial in a relationship, taking a break from each other can strengthen the bond. Research shows that couples who spend time apart for healthy reasons, e.g., pursuing personal interests or spending time with friends, tend to appreciate each other more. This space allows both individuals to recharge, reflect, and grow, making your time together more meaningful. It also helps avoid the feeling of suffocation, which can lead to resentment. Space can help both partners bring fresh energy and appreciation into the relationship. 7. Couples who share a sense of humor tend to last longer. Humor isn't just about making each other laugh. It's a vital part of healthy relationships. Couples who share the same sense of humor are often able to diffuse tension, deal with conflicts more effectively, and enjoy each other's company more. Laughter helps release stress and makes partners feel more relaxed and connected. When you can laugh together, you strengthen your emotional bond and maintain a sense of playfulness and joy in the relationship. 8. Feeling loved can boost your immune system. The emotional support from a partner doesn't just make you feel good. It has real physical benefits. Studies have found that people in loving, supportive relationships have stronger immune systems and are less likely to fall ill. The release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, in response to affection, touching, or being cared for, promotes overall health by lowering stress levels and reducing inflammation in the body. Love, it turns out, is not just good for the heart, but also for your overall physical well-being. 9. The way a person touches you can show how much they care. Physical touch is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. A gentle touch, a reassuring hug, or holding hands can all convey emotions that words cannot express. When your partner touches you in a loving and respectful way, it signals care, safety, and emotional support. Research has shown that touch can reduce stress, increase feelings of love, and promote overall happiness in relationships. The way your partner touches you can communicate more about their feelings than anything they might say. 10. A partner who challenges you intellectually can strengthen your bond. Intellectual stimulation in a relationship can create a stronger, more dynamic connection. When your partner challenges you to think critically, engage in deep conversations, or exposes you to new ideas, it fosters growth. A relationship where both individuals feel intellectually supported encourages mutual respect and admiration. Partners who stimulate each other's minds tend to experience higher levels of satisfaction and feel more connected as they challenge each other to think outside the box and evolve together. 11. People who have higher emotional intelligence are better at resolving relationship conflicts. Emotional intelligence, EQ, plays a key role in relationship success. People with high EQ are better at understanding and managing their own emotions, as well as recognizing and responding to their partner's emotions. This skill is invaluable when it comes to resolving conflicts. Instead of reacting impulsively or defensively, individuals with high EQ are able to communicate calmly and find solutions that work for both parties. Emotional intelligence fosters empathy, communication, and a deeper understanding of one another's needs. 12. Couples who can talk about money in a healthy way tend to have stronger relationships. Finances are one of the leading causes of stress in relationships, but couples who are able to discuss money openly and respectfully tend to have stronger emotional connections. The key is communication, being transparent about your financial goals, challenges, and expectations fosters trust and collaboration. When both partners are on the same page financially, it reduces stress and allows them to work together toward common goals. Money conversations should be seen as a team effort, not a source of conflict. 13. A partner who encourages your personal growth can make your relationship more fulfilling. Personal growth is an essential part of any healthy relationship. A partner who encourages you to pursue your goals, challenges you to be your best self, and supports your personal development contributes to your overall happiness. A relationship where both individuals feel supported in their individual pursuits leads to greater fulfillment and long-term satisfaction. Encouraging each other's growth strengthens the partnership, as it shows mutual respect and care for one another's well-being. 14. Emotional support is more important than physical appearance in a relationship. While physical attraction is important, emotional support is often what keeps a relationship strong over time. Couples who provide each other with emotional reassurance, encouragement, and understanding are more likely to experience long-term happiness. It's the emotional bond, not just the physical one, that strengthens a relationship and creates deeper intimacy. Emotional support helps couples navigate life's challenges, leading to a more resilient and fulfilling partnership. 15. The way you handle time apart can show how strong your bond is. Time apart can be healthy in a relationship, but how each partner handles it says a lot about the strength of the bond. Partners who trust each other and feel secure in the relationship will use time apart to recharge and pursue their individual interests, which ultimately strengthens the connection. On the other hand, couples who feel insecure or overly dependent may struggle with time apart, which can lead to anxiety or resentment. Strong relationship is built on trust and the ability to thrive both together and individually. 16. People who show empathy tend to have stronger and more successful relationships. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Studies show that individuals who are more empathetic tend to have healthier and more successful relationships. When you are able to empathize with your partner, it helps build trust, reduce conflict, and create a deeper emotional bond. Empathy allows you to respond to your partner's needs in a meaningful way, which makes both partners feel valued and understood. 17. You're more likely to remember negative experiences than positive ones. The human brain is wired to prioritize negative experiences. This phenomenon, known as negativity bias, is a survival mechanism that helps us avoid danger. In relationships, this can mean that negative interactions, like arguments or misunderstandings, tend to linger in our minds longer than positive moments. This is why it's important to consciously focus on the good in your relationship and celebrate positive moments to balance out the negative ones. 18. People who experience romantic love actually have lower pain tolerance. It might sound surprising, but studies have shown that individuals in love have lower pain tolerance than those who are not. This is because the brain's reward system, activated by love, competes with the pain pathways. When you're deeply emotionally connected with someone, your brain is so focused on the pleasure of love that it becomes less capable of tolerating physical pain. This underscores how strong the impact of love is on your mental and physical well-being. 19. Couples who maintain physical touch have more satisfying relationships. Physical affection plays a significant role in relationship satisfaction. Couples who engage in regular physical touch, like hugging, kissing, or holding hands, often report higher levels of happiness and emotional closeness. Touch helps to release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which fosters feelings of trust, safety, and attachment. Regular physical affection is an easy and powerful way to strengthen your emotional connection with your partner. 20. Jealousy can be a sign of deeper emotional attachment. While jealousy is often seen as a negative emotion, it can also be a sign that you have a deep emotional attachment to someone. It arises when you fear losing someone important to you, which reflects how much you care about the relationship. However, excessive jealousy can be harmful. It's important to address insecurities and communicate openly with your partner to prevent jealousy from negatively affecting your relationship. 21. Long-distance relationships can be just as successful as proximal ones with the right communication. While long-distance relationships are often seen as challenging, they can be just as successful as those where partners live close together. The key is effective communication, trust, and commitment. Couples in long-distance relationships often report deeper emotional connections because they focus more on communication and shared experiences. Time apart can actually give you the space to build a stronger bond and appreciation for one another. 22. Having common goals can help strengthen a romantic bond. Couples who share common goals and values are more likely to have a successful relationship. When you and your partner are aligned in terms of life goals, whether it's about career, family, or personal growth, it fosters a sense of teamwork and shared purpose. Having mutual goals makes it easier to make decisions together, navigate challenges, and grow as a couple. This shared direction creates a foundation of trust and stability in the relationship. 23. Understanding your partner's love language can improve your connection. Everyone expresses and receives love differently. Some people feel loved through physical touch, others through words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, or gifts. Understanding your partner's love language can help you communicate your love in a way that resonates with them. When both partners speak each other's love language, it leads to deeper emotional intimacy and satisfaction. This understanding also helps you avoid misunderstandings and fosters a more fulfilling connection. 24. Couples who share new experiences tend to grow closer. Trying new things together can strengthen a relationship. Whether it's traveling, learning a new hobby, or taking on challenges, shared experiences foster a sense of adventure and teamwork. Doing new things together creates lasting memories and helps you connect on a deeper level. It also keeps the relationship exciting, preventing boredom and ensuring that both partners continue to grow together. New experiences also encourage personal growth, which benefits the relationship as a whole. 25. Being in a relationship can actually improve your self-esteem. When you're in a loving, supportive relationship, it can have a positive impact on your self-esteem. Knowing that you have someone who loves, appreciates, and values you boosts your confidence and sense of self-worth. Relationships provide a sense of validation and belonging, which are crucial for mental well-being. Feeling secure and loved allows you to embrace your true self, which ultimately enhances your personal growth and happiness. 26. Giving and receiving compliments strengthens relationships. Compliments are one of the easiest ways to show appreciation for your partner, and they go a long way in strengthening the relationship. Giving genuine compliments makes your partner feel valued, while receiving them boosts self-esteem and creates a positive emotional atmosphere. Compliments, whether about appearance, achievements, or personality, help maintain a positive connection and reinforce the emotional bond between you and your partner. 27. Couples who engage in deep conversations feel more connected. Engaging in meaningful, deep conversations strengthens emotional intimacy in relationships. Talking about dreams, fears, and personal experiences creates a sense of emotional connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. When you share your innermost thoughts with your partner, it shows vulnerability and trust. Deep conversations allow you to better understand each other and create a sense of partnership and support. 28. A feeling of belonging in a relationship can improve your mental well-being. Having a partner who provides emotional security and a sense of belonging is essential for good mental health. Knowing that you are loved and supported by your partner reduces feelings of loneliness and helps you cope with stress. Relationships that foster emotional security contribute to a sense of happiness and fulfillment. The feeling of belonging strengthens your mental health and creates a foundation for emotional resilience. 29. Partners who support each other's ambitions have stronger connections. Supportive partners who encourage each other's goals and dreams tend to have stronger, more fulfilling relationships. When you feel supported in pursuing your passions, whether it's in your career or personal life, it enhances your sense of self-worth and contributes to a sense of purpose. A relationship built on mutual support helps both partners grow individually while strengthening the bond between them. 30. Letting go of control. In a relationship can improve communication. Trying to control every aspect of your relationship can lead to frustration and misunderstandings. Learning to let go of control allows for more open, honest communication. It also creates space for both partners to express themselves freely and authentically. Trusting your partner and allowing them the space to be themselves fosters a deeper emotional connection and strengthens the relationship. Healthy communication thrives in environments where both individuals feel free to speak openly without fear of judgment or control.